Hello bookworms, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney, and today's video will be a book challenge. I'm doing the Do I Have That Book challenge. So what's up, how are ya? I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. This challenge, I know it's like 3 years old, but this challenge and challenges like this is what made me even want to start a booktube channel. So I'm doing it, even though I wanted to wait until I was moved into my new house and I had actual proper bookshelves. But then another like evil part of me was like, Sydney, do it now while your books are literally all over the frickin' place because it'll be absolutely chaotic. And that being said, I obviously have watched a lot of these videos, but it was years ago. I haven't watched this particular challenge with these particular questions in a long time. So even though once I start reading the questions, I might remember some of them, I definitely don't have preordained answers to them. So we're winging it pretty hard. And apparently the time to beat that is in the like description of the video is 8 minutes. I guarantee I won't be able to do that. There's 20 questions. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do this for fun. I say that now, but I'm like literally one of the most competitive people ever. I'm already sweating. And I just know that my mind is gonna go blank. Okay, we're stalling now. And I have no idea where any of my books are in this room anymore. I really should have prepared, but we're jumping in cold water, all right? I'm gonna go put on some deodorant and then we are going to do this challenge, okay? Okay, we're here. This is going to be chaotic. Avi's in the room. She'll probably bark. Or she'll lay on the couch like a good girl. We'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I have the questions here. I'm gonna set a timer and we're gonna go. Last side note is that if you see me run this way out of the room, it's because there are 2 other rooms upstairs that have books in it. And there's books downstairs, so I might be running all over the place. We'll see, but it's time to go. All right, I'm gonna set the timer. That's screen record. Okay, are we ready? I'm not. Ready, set, go. Question number 1, do you have a book with deckled edges? Yes, yes, yes. Question number 2, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? Does that count? 1, 2, 3, yeah, for sure. Question 2, 3, do you have a book based on another fictional story? Yes. Question 4, do you have a book with title 10 letters long? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Question 5, I'm out of breath. Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? I don't know. Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 6, do you have a Mass Market Paperback? Yes. Watch out, Avi. Watch out, Avi. Good girl, good girl. Do you have a book written by an author pen name? Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do. Do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Yes. With a character's name in the title? Yes, okay. I keep losing my place. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? Yeah, for sure do. That has to count. Do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? Yeah. For sure. Do you have a book written by someone who was originally famous for something else? Oh God. I remember this question and I remember always saying no. I have no idea. I don't know, maybe? Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? I have to. Ah! What do you mean there's no clock on Clockwork Princess? Why is no one wearing a watch? Oh, that's a compass! Poetry, yeah. I'm sweating. An award stamp, absolutely. Written by an author with the same initials as you, yes. A book of short stories. Yeah. Do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages? Are you shitting me? Wait, shut up. Wait, no. 500! 500! 500! Turned into a movie. Yes. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Where is it? Ah! A graphic novel. Done. Written by 2 or more authors. Yes. Yes, I do! Done. Done, 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 done. Done, done, done. That was pretty good. I think I'm dying. So this pile of books right here are all my answers, and we will go over them promptly. Okay. Okay. Hi. And let me try to put this pile in a new pile so that I can sit down and chat with you. This looks psychotic. Do you see this? Hold on. Should I zoom in? I'm gonna zoom in. Hi. Oh, do you see the sweat? I'm glistening. Avi did really good. I'd like to point that out. Okay, so let's go over every question and I'll show you what I got. I technically stopped the clock at 8 minutes and 29 seconds. Work, you know? So, first question was, do you have a book with deckled edges? And yes, I do. It is The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. Deckled edges. You see that? Yeah. So that one works for sure. Question number 2 is, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? I used My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. I know that some of them might be the same person, but at the very least, this little boat scene over here is definitely 3 different people. So it works. Question number 3 is, do you have a book based on another fictional story? Yes, I used Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron. This is a reimagining of Cinderella, only it's queer, and I really liked it. I thought it was phenomenal. So like that counts for sure, right? Yeah. Do you have a book that's 10 letters long? Yes, what was it? Oh, it was On a Sunbeam by Tilly Walden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Phenomenal. This is an amazing graphic novel. The art style is absolutely stunning. Loved it a lot. Yeah, 10 letters. My camera's about to die, so let me switch it out really quick. Uno momento, por favor. Question 5 is, do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? And it was Seasonal Fears by Sean and McGuire. S&S, Seasonal Fears. 6 is, do you have a Mass Market Paperback? And yes, it was The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it also has water damage pretty bad. Wow, look at that. I hate Mass Market Paperbacks. I'm really not a fan. Oh, this has a bookmark in it. What is it? Aw, it's from a bookstore in Chicago that I used to go to. Myopic Books. Very cute. Love it. Yeah, this book is toast. Toasted. 7 is, do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? Yes, and it is Cassandra Clare, and I hope that that's right. Isn't that right? Hold on. Yes. Yes, it is. This is a pen name. This counts, absolutely. 8 is, do you have a book, where is it again? With a character's name in the title? Yes, I did Song of Achilles. Achilles is a main character in the book. This totally works. 9 is, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? Yes, I do. I used Sword of Kaigan. It has 2 maps right here. One is like the whole world, and then one is like Kaigan proper, which is like the 12 core provinces of the Kaiganese Empire. Yeah. 10 is, do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? Obviously, yes. That is, I grabbed 6 of Crows. Maybe I should have grabbed like the Grisha trilogy. Oh, I probably should have grabbed Shadow and Bone, because the show is called Shadow and Bone. This one's a little bit of a gray area, I will admit. I didn't even think about the fact that it's called Shadow and Bone. 11 is, do you have a book written by someone who was originally famous for something else? I have no freaking clue, man. What I grabbed was Waking Up by Sam Harris. It's like a self-help book, and Sam Harris is a neuroscientist, so I'm assuming that he's like quote-unquote famous for other things before he wrote this book, you know? Like, he's done a bunch of research, so I'm sure he's published. He has to be published elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I might be a little bit gray because I don't know for sure, but I think that this is the best possible answer I could have given you. 12 is, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Yes, yes I do. It was The Betrayals by Bridget Collins. This is a big old clock right here, right up here in the, there it is, you see it? Right up here in the top, big old clock. 13 is, do you have a poetry book? Yes, I do. I grabbed Registers of Illuminated Villages by Tarifa Faizullah. This cover is absolutely stunning. 14 is, do you have a book with a stamped award on it? Yes, I do. It was the first one I saw, so I grabbed it. It is the Tea Dragon Society, and the little sticker over here says, Will Eisner winner, Comic Industry Awards. So obviously it won an award in the comic industry, which is phenomenal. This one is also super cute. I love it so much. Cute little tea dragons. I want one. I need one. 15 is, do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? Yes, it is Sarah J. Maas. My initials are SM and SM, Sarah Maas, you know. No, my middle name doesn't start with a J though. Does that frickin' count? Does that count? I mean, within reaching distance, I could also grab Down Among the Sticks and Bones, Sean and McGuire, SM, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to give it to me, then don't give it to me, I guess. But I have, in past TBR videos, used Sarah J. Maas for my own initials. I'm gonna count it. 16, do you have a book with short stories? Yes. I wanted to grab In the Dream House. Isn't that short stories? But that's all the way downstairs and I was not committed enough to go grab it. So I grabbed Tin House, which is a collection of poems and short stories. Yeah, that's all I really know about it. I still have to like look into what even this collection is about or what it is, but I know that there are short stories in here. 17, do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages long? Yes, because right where the acknowledgements start in Clockwork Prince, acknowledgements are here, and then the last page of this book is 500. Yes, there are more pages, but those are like, what is it? Previews of the next book. So in this story, Clockwork Prince ends on page 500. Case closed. 18 is, do you have a book that was turned into a movie? Yes, I used The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This was turned into a movie sometime last year. But yeah, Hating Game is now a movie. 19 is, do you have a graphic novel? Of course I do. Not only have I showed you some, but I grabbed Heartstopper, my pride and joy. I love these boys so much. And 20, the last question is, do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? Yes, I grabbed Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is the finale of the Illuminae files. That's it. That's all I have. Now that I have to clean up my entire life around me. If you are still watching, then go ahead and leave the little guy with the eyeglass emoji, you know, the monocle, if you will, down below in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.